Welcome back, friends. You had some really great ideas or suggestions on how we could sort these shapes. Remember, when we're sorting, that means we're putting things into groups based on how they are alike or similar. Sometimes they're even the exact same, but sometimes they're just similar or alike. So we would put things into groups, and here were some you suggested. All right, so, whoops, I'm gonna have to keep moving my camera around this time. Can you describe or figure out how these shapes were sorted? Hmm. Someone suggested that I sort the shapes this way. Let me see, what do I notice? I notice these shapes up here are all, they're all purple. And these shapes are all orange. And these shapes in the middle, they're all square. No, they're not all squares. That's not right. They're all flat. No, that's not right. Oh, they're all blue, right? Okay. These two shapes are green. This shape all by itself is red. And these shapes are black and white. So our groups would be purple, orange, blue, green, red, and black and white. Oh, someone suggested we could sort our shapes by color. So that's one way we could think about sorting. But you know what? You had some other ideas. Okay, so let's see. What do we notice about these shapes? Are they all the same color? Here's a group. No, they're not the same color. That was the last slide. What about over here? Are these the same color? No, they're not the same color either. Are they all flat on this side? These shapes are pretty flat. But is this one flat? No, that's a cube. It's not flat. What about, you know what I noticed? These shapes like the cone and the cylinders, the circle, the spheres, they all are curved. They all have curved lines or sides. These shapes, do they have any curves? Squares, rectangles, hexagons, triangles, cubes? No, these shapes all have straight sides or flat faces. If I took these shapes, I could not roll them. They would stay in the same place. But these shapes could all roll because they have a curve to them. Let's see what other groups we could make. Okay, let's check this one out. All right, I have these two shapes are together. These two shapes are together. These two shapes are together. This one's by itself. These two are together. Here's another one by itself. These two are together. These two go together, and these two. How did this group get sorted? Now, well, these two are both what shape? Rectangles. These two are both squares. These two are both spheres. Oh, these two are cylinders. These two are cones. We have hexagons, triangles, and then some were by themselves, like the circle and the cube. One suggestion you had was to sort these shapes by what shape they are. So we put same shapes together, even though they looked a little different. Let's see. This was our last suggestion. What do you notice about these two groups? How were these shapes sorted? On this side, we have shapes like rectangles, squares, hexagons, circles, and triangles. And on this side, we have cones, cubes, cylinders, and spheres. Can you figure out how I sorted them this time? I got it. Did you? These shapes are all flat. They are 2D or two-dimensional shapes. These shapes are solid. We could put something inside of them if we wanted to. They are 3D shapes or three-dimensional. So we could sort these shapes by their type, 2D or 3D. Can you think of something else that could go in each of these groups? That's your last job for me. I want you to look around your house and see if you can find one of these 2D shapes and one of these 3D shapes. Let me give you an example. I found this receipt. It is a 2D shape, square. Then I found this marker. This is a 3D shape. It's a cylinder. There's a flat circular face at the bottom, a flat circular face at the top, and it's round. So I want you to see if you can find an example of a 2D shape or two-dimensional flat shape at your house and an example of a 3D shape, and send me a video showing me your objects and telling me which shape they are.